In this short promotional movie, we will try to introduce you to a unique product invented and produced in Serbia. Aquastatin is a unique product used for the prevention and extinguishment of fires, with exceptional performances and results when applied in reality. In the last few years, Aquastatin has been successfully applied in Serbia and other regional countries, where results look fantastic and real competition is almost non-existent. Aquastatin is currently in the phase of regional and global expansion, where exist great interests, first most from the side of investors and sectors for crisis situations, for the utilization of this innovative and unique product for extinguishing fires. Aquastatin is, after the production process, in liquid state and is easily applied manually using a machine on the desired surface, regardless of it being paper, wood, sawdust, or any other flammable material. For the purpose of this demonstration, 2 piles of dry sticks have been treated with petrol and one of them using Aquastatin in the left corner of the screen, after which both piles of dry sticks were set aflame. You can easily see that the pile on the left, which was treated with the unique substance Aquastatin, almost doesn't burn, while the pile of dry sticks without protection has erupted into a large flame. After a short period of time, the pile of sticks that burned rapidly was extinguished in a matter of seconds using the method of spraying Aquastatin over the flame, where the fire was almost immediately extinguished and there is no possibility for it to reignite. Aquastatin is a special substance which quickly eliminates and prevents fire. We will demonstrate the capacity of Aquastatin in the prevention and extinguishment of fire on one of the most flammable materials, fine dry sawdust. A pile of sawdust which has been treated with Aquastatin is on the left side of the screen, and using a burner which develops a temperature of over 1000 Celsius, the sawdust not previously treated with Aquastatin was ignited momentarily. Piles of sawdust which were treated with Aquastatin, even when exposed in close range to a torch with an open flame, simply couldn't catch fire. The possibilities regarding fire prevention and extinguishment of Aquastatin appear unbelievable, but represent a global product with unique results. Even a piece of paper on a pile of sawdust which came into contact with the substance, Aquastatin, under an open flame burns very quickly, but the fire simply isn't transmitted any further onto the most flammable material made out of wood. At the same time, Aquastatin extinguishes a flaring fire extremely fast and efficiently without the possibility of it reigniting. In the examples of paper and sawdust, it is very easy to recognize what possibilities the substance Aquastatin has in the prevention and extinguishment of fires in a short time interval without the possibility of reigniting. Traditional substances for extinguishing fires aren't always particularly effective, and one of the problematic materials for extinguishing represent materials made of rubber, automobile tires, which often can be aflame during large-scale car traffic accidents or in other emergency situations. In our demonstration, a car tire has been sprayed with petrol and ignited, where an intense flame rapidly consumes the entire surface and interior of the car tire. Simple application of Aquastatin from a moving container, the fire and the burning car tire were very quickly, in a matter of seconds, entirely extinguished. What is particularly important and interesting is that even by adding more petrol on the car tires, there is a moment of the fire reoccurring, but only until the petrol fumes burned out. The reignition of the treated material simply isn't possible. In this next part of our presentation, you will have the opportunity to view the effect of traditional ways of extinguishing fires when dealing with the flamed car tires. The tire is sprayed with petrol and set on fire using an open flame. It burns very quickly along with the combustion of harmful pollutants, producing a thick black flame. When a classic fire extinguisher with foam is applied, the fire is partially extinguished but reappears and returns. Next to the incomplete success in extinguishing this type of fire, classic fire extinguishers leave behind white tracks, which when using Aquastatin doesn't exist. Just for comparison, the same fire was treated with Aquastatin and in a matter of seconds the fire was completely under control. The difference in efficiency and functionality of the different materials is clearly visible in the advantage of Aquastatin. Aquastatin is a unique product by one more functional characteristic that no other product in the world has. It permanently breaks coal dust, all other types of dust, and ash. In practice, that means that it efficiently and almost entirely prevents the scattering of dust particles, which is of crucial importance for the operation of mines, power plants, and roads under construction, safety and security, but also for the preservation of the environment entirely. In our presentation, you have the opportunity to see two containers. In the left container, there is regular water, while in the right container is the unique product Aquastatin. Using a simple demonstration, a particular amount of coal dust is applied to the container with water and the container with Aquastatin. It is very easily visible that in the container with water, the coal dust remains on the surface, almost undiluted and in compact state. In practical and real conditions, this means that flowing water does not affect the coal dust in any way, leaving it compact, and under the influence of wind, it would be scattered across the surroundings of a power plant or coal mine, leaving the possibility of self-ignition and fire, but also applying a great negative influence on the ecological balance, soil, crop plants, and the cleanliness of air, which directly affects the health of people. At the same time, in the container with Aquastatin, the coal dust was entirely broken and dissolved, practically tied to the molecules of the aqueous substance, so the possibility of scattering, dusting, and negative influence on the environment and the health of people practically doesn't exist. Aquastatin is the first and only product in the world which in such an effective way suppresses the insoluble dust, so the traditional way of water treatment becomes completely unnecessary. The element of security, safety, operational efficiency, and positive financial effect is multiple. In addition to an extremely efficient use in areas of energy, mines, and power plants, practical experiments connected to the construction and road industry, we have spotted that using a planning application and treatment of roads in construction by the substance Aquastatin, a permanent humidity of the layer of dust is achieved, and in that way prevents their spreading, scattering, and negative influence on the environment and the participants in construction and traffic. Very often the demanding activities in the road industry, heavy trucks and mechanics which are used during construction and transport, create great clouds of dust that first of all negatively affect the security of the very contractors working, participants in traffic and surrounding environment, which is often determined by agricultural activities and products intended for human nutrition. By simple activation of the moving tanks equipped with Aquastatin with the aid of special sprinklers directed towards the surface of the road in construction, the unique substance Aquastatin is applied to the surface and begins in the moment of interaction with particles of dust that remain permanently moist and therefore without the possibility of lifting and spreading across the road and nearby surroundings. Driving on such a section represents a movement which is absolutely safe for the participant in traffic, and there is no harmful side effects on the surroundings and activities occurring on nearby roads in construction. Thanks to the impressive effects of the substance aquastatin, long-term road and construction industry problems regarding dust, transport, field preparation, and negative influences on agricultural surroundings can be solved with the simple application and speedy approach which will significantly influence the improvement of security methods regarding direct participants and a more efficient use of the mechanization. In this manner, a whole new segment is opened for the use of aquastatin as a means with multiple possibilities of application in sectors of energetics, mining, and road construction. In this short presentation, you had the chance to see unbelievably positive effects of aquastatin as a unique product with multi-purpose possibilities in different segments of agricultural activities. The basic effect of aquastatin in the area of prevention and extinguishment of fire, folding, and stabilization of carbon and all other kinds of dust, representing a real innovative revolution which has an exceptionally positive effect on safety and protection of people, but also on material resources, with great financial savings, conservation of mechanization, and increasing efficiency in the basic activities of the mine, power plants, and construction industries. Positive effects of conserving the environment, implementing sustainability policies, and positive financial balances are strong arguments in regular and planned implementation of aquastatin in the entire world.